Sparrow will lead us in the national anthem. Yes, everyone sing along.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose white stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Forward. Forward. Forward.
We are co-chairs, but I'm doing this now. I'd like to introduce you the council and the Bowls USA Executive Committee. Can you hear me all still?
Yes.
Bowls USA Executive Committee. Scott Roberts, President. Veronica Sum, First Vice President. Wayne Gaines, Second Vice President. Max Brown, Secretary and Singer. And fourth is Richard Broad, Immediate Past President. And where's Kelly? Kelly's working, our treasurer. I'll introduce you the councillors from the different divisions. From Central Division, Anna Witt. From Northwest Division is Pam Edwards. Northeast is Veronica Sum, she's over there, and Richard's also from Northwest. PIMD, Ginger Harris, Rob Collins. Southeast Division, Rick Fitzgerald, and Sandy Wall is in Australia. Southwest Division, Margie Rambo, Gary Barnes. And South Central Division, our host division, Lorraine Hitchcock and Bob Perry. Representing the countries today for the flags, we have Mary Spees for USA. We have Simon Brown from Jersey. We have Keith Hay from South Africa with no flag. The winners of the World Cup Rugby, so be careful of South Africa. Australia, Devon. Des from Australia, Jeff Old from New Zealand, Sue Abbott from England, John Hall from Scotland, Andy Dutcher from Netherlands, Justin Duseblanc from Canada. Oh, there's the South African flag. just the guy hanging out with us. Okay. There's the South African team.
I'm not taking no beer, you're in the wrong.
You didn't introduce yourself, Heather?
You don't think so?
No.
Before it started?
No. Just went right into it. Saying
To run a tournament like this obviously takes a lot of people. It's not just Heather and I, it's a lot of people. I want to first point out Dee McSparron, really, who bore the brunt of putting all of this together, whether it was the program, bringing everything together, making sure it all worked, reminding me, Ron, did you do this? Ron, did you do that? You got to do this, you got to do that. You can't do this first, you got to do something else. Dee did it. There's a lot of other people that did things that you don't see. Jim Roth, Harry Sherman, a bunch of other guys came out and did all these professional championship lines on all of the greens that you see. Unsung hero. Jackie Tucker, putting together all of the markers that you see, that you don't see, that you really need when you're playing singles, putting together hospitality, that kind of thing. Unsung heroes. All of those unnamed volunteers that come out, that give of their time. They don't get anything for it. They're doing it for the love of the game. Please, I don't even know their names, but I certainly appreciate their time. I hope you treat them. Last but certainly not least, we have sponsors. We cannot thank our sponsors enough. Going down the line here, we have Turf Equipment Source, one of our major sponsors. Two folks standing in orange. They love orange. Amy and Tim Nixon with the Tempest Realty Group. We got a lot of things in your goodie bags from those folks. Lyle Adams with Wood Bay Turf, excuse me. SPI, Pins, International Pins. Barry Sports Surfaces, they do artificial greens. I know it's a dirty word here. They do things here for us. And last, but certainly not least, our major sponsor, Miss Helen Teichman. I'm done with the speechifying, but I would like to introduce our current Bowls USA President, Mr. Scott Roberts.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Heather. So when I know I've got to do these speeches, I've got like 1,000 things that go through. Talk to the mic. Talk to the mic. So I have 1,000 things that go through my head of what it is I'm going to do, and then I see like a friend like Robert Versiglia beforehand, and he goes, "Boy, you know what you're going to say?" Well, I'd be nervous. Are you nervous? No, you should be. Wow, I'd be nervous. Thanks, Robert. You're a good pal, buddy. But when I go through everything, I think the most important thing is that it's important to say thank you. It's one of the things that I go through, like in my daily life with regards to work, or go to the grocery store, or anywhere that you happen to be. How many times were you thanked today? How many times did you thank somebody else today for anything that they did for you? It just makes everything just more positive. And then when somebody did thank you, how much did you appreciate just being thanked? It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything to thank somebody. But it's nice, and it's greatly appreciated. So I want to thank a few people. I'd like to thank all the players. Whether you flew on a plane and came across an ocean, like from all these people from all these different countries, or you drove a couple hundred miles, or you got on your golf cart and you drove over here. Thank you. We can't have this tournament without all the players, so thank you all for being here. And Ron did a good job of mentioning all the sponsors by name, and especially Helen. Thank you so much for everything you do. We could put on a tournament, but nothing to this level of quality without all the sponsors that we have. So thank you so very much. We have a little army of volunteers that come out for this, whether it's, you know, all the things that Ron said with the markers and the hospitality. One of the things that I always think of that I think kind of is another one of the unsung things are the charts. They say that science you don't understand is magic. So when I look at those charts, I think that's magical. So I know that Howard Harris and Joanne Forbes, and I'm sure I'll see Lori Roth, she'll be around. So thank you very much for all the magic that you provide for the tournament. I especially want to thank these fine people right here standing with me, Bowls USA Executive Committee and counselors. They do such hard work for you, for all of you. Whether it's, and a lot of, I mean, they're here and they represent Bowls USA, true. But they're also representing their divisions. Almost every single one of them is doing 2 or 3 things in their division as well, in addition to doing this. And I just can't thank you enough. Bowls is not the same without all of you. Thank you so much. Heather Stewart. Heather Stewart was one of the first people that I met when I started Envoy. We were still club members at Laguna Beach. She's been the past president of Bowls USA for 4 years. 4 years she was doing this job. And I remember that her last day, she's laughing. The last day she came up to me and she said, "I'm done, Scott, I'm done." But she's never done. She's never done. If she's done, why is she here? She tells me all the time, "Sometimes, Scott, you just have to say no." And she never does, so I don't know what to go off of that yet. She's, in addition to co-chairing this event, she's also the co-chair for the Bowls USA Coaching Committee, along with Katya Spangler, which has increased the number of coaches that we have to now. We think we have over 175 certified coaches in the country, which is, I mean, a couple years ago we had none. She's also a Bowls USA Hall of Famer. She's a lifetime member of Bowls USA. I don't even know what I can do. I don't know what else to do to honor you further. All I can say is that you're a great mentor. You're an inspiration for me and a lot of others. I honestly would not be here up in front, you know, today if it wasn't for you, and you're a great friend. Thank you so much. There's one last person I'd like you all to help me thank, Mr. Ron Rolling.
Hey.
Ron is the Central Division Tournament Chair. He's the president of the Memorial Fund for Bowls USA, which is a fundraising arm for Bowls USA. He's also co-chair for this. Each one of those jobs is a huge job with great responsibility, and he does all 3 at the same time. And he's been doing it for a couple of years now. As president, one of the things that I can do is to present a President's Award. And I've been president for a year, and I haven't presented one because I wanted the first one to be special. And so it's my honor to give my first President's Award to you, Ron. Thank you all very much. I hope that you have a great and fun week. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott, very much. I think he has the accent down, actually. I'm good. Okay. So, next person will be Helen Tyke.
Yeah, right here. something about her birthday coming up.
Helen is going to throw out the ceremonial jack. And Dennis Delaney, are you here? Dennis? Dennis? Dennis Delaney, our person in charge of all of these beautiful dreams all summer long, and the reconstruction of Mountain View, Oakmont, last year of Lakeview and Bell. I agree, they're beautiful. We'll be throwing out the ceremonial first bowl. So, first we'll have a few words from Helen.
I saw her in that Hallmark store over by the post office, 99-cent store the other day, 99. Yeah, I talked to her quite a while.
Oh my gosh.
Through her Amazon. Sometimes she picks up the mic and she just starts. Yeah.
I kept taking one job after another. And in these jobs that keep you busy, keep going. These people that are scared to even accept one little job. That was going to kitchen or
Yeah.
something. This is the best exercise you can get. My doctor, I know too. 50 old things. Not home, but we call it soccer. But he, I was all right this morning, but I don't know. Couldn't ask for a better doctor. He's dedicated to his job. He's dedicated. Like I've been dedicated for years to this job. And I was stuck with it.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, there's a nurse.
Helen is now throwing out the ceremonial jack.
Oh, look at
There
it.
we go. Short jack, she's a professional.
Marcus John.
You have your weapon of choice. He needs a weapon. Lyle. Lyle, where's the weapon? Lyle looks like he knows wrong. Guess what? We need a bowl. Lyle Adams is confused.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yeah, yeah, Scott. Yeah.
Fifth place.
Oh, okay, okay.
Rolled the wrong bias.
And here we have a classic.
Oh, one of the wooden ones.
Oh,
A wood one.
you have not seen one of these in many, many years. Good luck.
Okay, Dennis. You watching?
Yeah. All right, so just a couple of announcements. The rolling of the jack and the ball means this event is starting. We just have a couple of announcements.
Just up to your mouth.
Louder to the mic. Talk to the mic. Okay. Just a couple of announcements. The players who did not pick up their player goodie bag, we have them in the hall over there where you are going to go and have snacks and drinks. At the same time, we have some items to sell, additional caps, water bottles, flipping coins, etc., etc. And Donna Law very generously offered to man the station, so if you would like to purchase some, you can. That's also in the social hall over there. Just to remind everybody, please check the website for your venues where you are going to be playing. There have been some adjustments from the program. So the website is correct. The program just gives you the names, but maybe a little bit not valid. Also remember, 8:15 is the start time for every day. And we have to get in a bunch of games, so please be there at 8:15. The awards banquet will be
At Mountain View Rec Center,
at Mountain View Rec Center,
starting at 6:30 and dinner at 7.
starting at 6:30 and dinner at 7. And it's Mountain View. I've been messing up Lakeview, Mountain View, Oakmont, all these places, so it is Mountain View. Anything else?
Yeah, there's Joe, Herbert, where do we need markers?
What?
We need markers here.
Yeah, we need markers here.
Yes.
Probably at Bell. Any for the men's and
Yes.
women's singles.
We need markers for
Otherwise,
here.
there's about
Okay.
9 or 10. Anybody that's got a spouse that's not playing.
Wednesday we need markers here at Bell.
Okay, like,
So please see Jackie, or you can see Joyce, somebody from there. I think that's it. And I wish everybody good bowling, and we'll see you during the week. And thank you again, everybody, for A, coming, and B, for the volunteers. Thank you so much.